it just leaves everything to the imagination, And so, like, you're mostly scaring yourself than the movie is, because you're like trying to think, you're trying to prepare yourself for what's going to come around the corner.
I actually woke up in the middle of the night around like 3 a.m, the witching hour, to go to the bathroom. And as I was peeing, I thought of the movie, and I was like, "Oh shit, am I getting kind of freaked out right now?"
I gotta hand it to the main character. He was just like a little weasel. Like, Alfred was a smooth criminal, man.
All of Hitchcock's films that I've seen so far all take place basically in like one setting.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
That's true.
And the fact that he's able to build suspense with just like one setting in each of these movies is really cool. And he's a very talented filmmaker. Saw it in the movie with my friend, or our friend of the pot, Shannon. And he was like this the whole time.
Yeah, that was me. I was like, ee! Yeah.
Hey man, you like and subscribe yet?
Nah, not yet, man.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Cinema Rolls Podcast.
Welcome to the Cinema Rolls Podcast. I am Josh. That beautiful lady over there is Natalie. That stud muffin over there is my brother Eric. We are the Cinema Rolls Podcast, a podcast dedicated to watching and studying film. Today, we will be discussing and reviewing Undertone.
Babadook.
Babadook. It came out this year in theaters. On IMDb, it says it came out in 2025, which I'm assuming is when the actual release date was, but then that might have been before A24 picked it up or something, and now it has theater release. I'm not sure.
The festivals, maybe.
Festivals? It came out in festivals? Yeah. But it had a theater release this past weekend, the year of 2026. It is rated R. It has a runtime of 1 hour and 33 minutes. It is directed by Ian Tuason, and written by Ian Tuason. Is it Tuason or Tuason?
Don't know. He's Filipino, if that helps.
Tuason. And and it stars Nina Kiri, Adam DiMarco, and Michele Duquet. I'm guessing that one's French. Is that one French, you think?
Duquet.
Michele Duquet. French Canadian, I think. All right. Eric, do you want to give him a brief synopsis about this movie?
Yeah, so it's about a girl who has a podcast, and her partner is sent a series of audio recordings that they start to listen to, and as they listen to each tape, things in her life kind of like start getting weird, like around her house, and she like slowly like kind of goes mad a little bit. But yeah,
that's pretty much it. All right, Natalia, you're on the spot. What'd you think about this movie?
Undertone. I don't want to sound generic when I say it, but it was good. I kind of went into it blind, I guess. I mean, I knew what it was about. I've been seeing a lot of TikTok videos about it, but like TikTok and Instagram, like short, like 30-second things. I remember like, what was this movie about? I already was just like, with this, the sound effects and the podcast, thing being weird. I was like, so is it like a haunted computer, haunted podcast? Like, I didn't know what it was really about, but I liked it. Definitely like that kind of like folk horror, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it falls under like the indie horror category. I thought it was pretty good. I think my one thing, I guess, like with the ending, I kind of wanted a little bit more, but I guess it kind of didn't really need more. But I kind of just wish that there was, I don't know. And I know that was the whole point, not to be like spoilers, is that's like mostly like auditory horror, but I wanted to see a little bit more, granted is obviously like psychological horror, and it's like the scary part is like they're just hearing everything, so you can imagine what's going on, when all the scary shit happens. But Other than that, though, I actually liked it. Didn't like the people sitting next to us; they were obnoxious. But other than that, I liked it.
Very.
Were they
Yeah.
white?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, literally just ah. I'm like,
Yeah,
nothing
like-
even happened.
Yeah, it was like at the beginning of the movie. The lady hit like record. She hit like the space button to record her podcast,
Mhm.
and then they went. "Ah!" And I was sitting like right next to her, so I did this. I was like,
Yeah, Josh was like,
what the hell, bro?
Yeah.
And then she
Which
was
is scary.
obnoxious. Like that wasn't even like nothing happened at that part. Imagine
Yeah.
when the things actually happened. She was worse.
she like made me like, because I admit I scream during scary movies, and sometimes Josh is like, okay, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't help it. But like this was like over the top. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
What did you think, Eric?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was really interesting. I like the fact that it doesn't like you expect something to be there when like the camera's moving around, and I really cool like camera shots and angles and stuff. I really like the use of the camera. But you expect something to be there with the sound, like um, but the fact that it just leaves everything to the imagination, And so like you're mostly scaring yourself than the movie is, because you're like trying to think, you're trying to prepare yourself for what's going to come around the corner, Um, but nothing does it. So it's just a lot of suspense, a lot of buildup. Kind of like that about it, That was saw it in the movie with my friend, or our friend of the pot, Shannon, and he was like this the whole time.
yeah, that was me. I was like, "Ee." Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good time.
Nice. Right on.
You.
I liked this movie. I have one problem with it, but I'll get to that later. I'll tell you all the things I like about it first. Like you said, Eric, I do like what it was doing with the camera. I remember while I was watching it, there's times when the camera would be like at an odd angle. Like for example, one of the shots was of the coffee pot on the stove, right? And she was kind of in the background, blurred out. And this was before I really started to understand what the language of this movie. And I was like, okay, this seems like a random shot. It seems like one of those shots people would do just to feel artsy. Same with the shot of the stairs looking up at the cross on the top of the stairs. They look great, but why, right? So to me, it reminded me of like when someone gets a nice camera for the first time and they decide to make a photography Instagram page, and they just start taking pictures of random things. That's what those shots felt like to me at first. But then I realized that those shots were specifically set up to set up the sequence. So the coffee pot shot, though it felt random and kind of weird at first, it was a nice looking shot, but it felt random. Later on in that sequence, as the tension builds up, the pot starts to boil, and the high pitched noise it puts out starts to get louder as the tension's getting bigger, right? And same with the stairs, right? The stairs was alluding to something that was going to be told later on in the podcast, where they're talking about, I think they said something about someone falling down the stairs or something like that. Someone got pushed down the stairs. They're the couple. Spoilers, by the way. The couple were found at the bottom of the stairs with bags over their heads. So the shots were setting up for future things, and same with the audio. All the audio in the like found audio that they had to listen to, all the clips, all those random like things that you would hear in it, they were all setups for the climax, right? So, and even with the coffee pot like boiling noise and the banging noise and like these like kind of random sounds that are fitting to the story were all setups for the climax. So when the climax happened, it started to layer all those audio tracks so that you're reminded of the thing that scared you earlier. And now all those things that scared you earlier were triggers for now this climax where they layered all those audio tracks, which I thought was really cool. It's very, very innovative, and like you said, Eric, it leaves a lot up to your imagination. It leaves a lot up to how scared you want to be, because it's mostly the audio that's freaking you out. And I think that's also cool. I also think that's kind of like the origins of scary stories, to be quite honest, because I imagine at some point, and this is just my theory, I don't know if other people have this, but this is what I think. I imagine at some point, people, when we were hunter-gatherers and we were in the woods or a forest or whatever, and we were camping out and we were around a fire and we heard animals out into the distance, right? And some animals make some crazy noises, bro. We live in Florida, and the wildlife here is insane. Sometimes we'll be outside and I'll look and I'll hear something crazy and I'll be like, Natalie, what the fuck is that?
I heard something crazy today.
She's like, it's a sandhill crane, dude. Chill. It sounds like a pterodactyl, bro. Like, but imagine when you're not aware, right? Natalie knew it was a sandhill crane. I thought it was a fucking pterodactyl, right? So when you're in the forest and you're hearing all these random sounds from all these crazy animals, suddenly your fear takes over and you start to imagine what it could be. And that's where all these like myths come from, of like Bigfoot and like Mothman and shit like that. You know what I mean? Mothman's more of a visual thing, but
Yeah, he's
La
real.
Llorona.
La Llorona, right?
That bitch real too.
Like you you hear crazy stuff out in the distance, but because you can't see it, you're starting to imagine what it could be, and now it is now the origin of something much scarier. And so I think this movie kind of touches on that a bit, and it plays with that whole idea, and I like that. I think that's very cool. It's very innovative. The one thing I didn't like about this movie is it ends at the climax. I understand why they did it this way. I understand why the director, the writer, why he did it this way. Because he wanted the ending to be a black screen with just audio, so that you don't necessarily know what happens. It leaves it a bit ambiguous, and it leaves it up to your imagination to decide how it all ended, which is cool. But the only thing is, it feels like there's no Act 3 now. It feels like it ends at Act 2, and whenever you get movies like that, it feels unfinished. So that's like my only critique. I get why he did it though, so it's not like a crazy critique. Yeah, I thought it was very cool. And it was very creepy. It was very eerie. I actually woke up in the middle of the night around like 3 a.m, the witching hour, to go to the bathroom. And as I was peeing, I thought of the movie, and I was like, "Oh shit, am I getting kind of freaked out right now?" And then I was like, "Oh shit." But I started getting freaked out, and I went back to bed, and I was like, "I gotta not think about this movie. If I think about this movie, I'm gonna get scared." So I just like try to put it in the back of my mind and went to sleep. And I haven't had a movie do that to me since the original Paranormal Activity. I saw that when I was like 13, 14, whatever it came out in theaters with my cousin Aldo. And then I remember I slept over at his house, and I was like, I didn't want to go to bed, bro. I was scared. But yeah, and that's cool. I haven't had a movie freak me out in a minute, and the movie kind of freaked me out. So kudos. Yeah, you guys want to get into ratings?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Natalia, you're up first.
Okay. I would probably say that I give it like, I don't know, like 8.5, like 8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Just because it was obviously heavily influenced by other previous, films and predecessors, which obviously we'll get into later when we do recommendations later on this podcast. I'll give my 2 cents on that. But at the same time, it was also still like original in a way too. Like it was his own thing, and just for that, I give a lot of it like creativity points just for that. And I actually did go to sleep surprisingly. I thought I was gonna be all paranoid, And initially, I was gonna go out, and start watching some anime, but then I was like, never mind, I'm gonna go to sleep with you. So I did get the heebie-jeebies a little bit, but I honestly slept pretty well. But yeah, I just give it like 8.5. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Eric?
I know.
I will give it a 7.
Nice.
It was good, but I don't know. I wasn't too scared. I was able to sleep just fine. It was good for what it was, but it's not something that I'm gonna watch a whole lot more. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go actually somewhere in the middle. Probably like a 7.5.
I knew it.
Okay.
I didn't want to say 7.5 because that's the number Natalie gave the guest that I was giving it last time, and so I was like, I don't want to say 7.5 again, but that's kind of what I'm feeling,
Yeah, that's fair.
Because it, even though like I don't think the acting was the best. No offense to the main chick, I think she was okay.
That bitch was annoying. I'm sorry.
And she was kind of insufferable throughout the whole movie with her. Like, all this crazy shit's happening to her, and then she gets on the podcast, it's like, oh,
coincidence.
That's not, you believe that shit, bro? You believe that? Meanwhile, she's scared as fuck in her own house?
Yeah, knowing damn well she's
crazy.
shitting her pants.
Yeah. Meanwhile, her mom's waking up face first on the floor.
Oh my god. Meanwhile, she's like in the closet, and the mom's like this. I was like, no, mom is way. God. Oh.
That was creepy. Yeah, that was creepy. Also, too, it was a really fun theater watch. Like, people in the theater were like, ah! And then the gasp. Especially at that part.
Yeah, or like when you first like see like something like in the in the corner or whatever, and you hear people go, oh, like people are like whimpering, they're like, oh,
people pointing and shit.
Yeah, they're doing the yeah, they're doing that thing.
Yeah, it was a fun theater watch, and I do give it props because it is very original. It has a lower budget, and it was able to tell a pretty solid story, a pretty solid scary story in on one set, just the house. You never left the house, right?
No.
So it was like it's pretty good for what they were able to do with what they had. Right on, guys. Good ratings, guys. Let's move on to recommendations. Yeah?
Recommendations?
Natalia, would you like to go first?
Yeah. So I put down first White Noise. That came out and ay, coño. Sorry, the trailer's like on in the background. It's like into someone's face. It's like, and I'm like, okay, this is why I don't fucking like this movie, man. This movie scared the shit out of me as a little kid. I do not like this movie. Like, it's scary. But that
2005 or
the 2005 version. Apparently, there was another one I didn't even know.
Yeah, I didn't know. 2022.
Me either. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like recently, yeah.
Yeah.
With Greta Gerwig, apparently.
Yeah,
Adam Driver's in it.
Yeah,
Adam Driver's in it too. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah.
We should look into that.
So just it's like a same thing. It's psychological thriller, supernatural horror. But because the basically synopsis is that an architect's desire to speak with his wife from beyond the grave becomes an obsession with supernatural repercussions. Michael Keaton is in it. Yeah, he's like the main guy. So I remember I've been wanting to rewatch it, but I just remember being really scared. I was little, so I was like, I don't know what to watch it. Next, of course, we have Paranormal Activity. After moving to a suburban home, a couple becomes increasingly disturbed by a nightly demonic presence. This is a classic. This came out, I believe, in 2007. I remember the previews for it. Everybody thought that like this shit was real, and I honestly almost fell for it too. It was very creepy. I don't care what anybody says. The first one at least will give you the heebie-jeebies. Personally, I believe the first and second one are the best ones. All the other ones are shit after that. But that's a good one. It's like the found footage, and that's a lot. When we were watching this, I was like, this is literally like Paranormal Activity, just minus like actual like footage. It's just all like auditory stuff.
Yeah, because like for Paranormal Activity, when it came out, like during the day scenes, you was chilling, right? But as soon as the night scenes happened and they went to sleep, everybody was
going
like,
down.
Leaning back in their chair, like getting like bracing themselves for fear.
Yeah.
And that's how this movie.
Sorry.
What's that? Good.
No, I was saying, remember like how like the sound would get quiet, it would do that like anytime it would like be at night, like nighttime it'd go doom like that, and it'd get like, quiet, and you could hear like the white noise sound. Yeah. But
yeah, and this movie felt the same way every time they would do the podcast, right? Or listen to the audio clips. Every time they were doing the podcast and they were listening to the audio clips, it felt like the whole theater was like getting ready. You know what I mean? For some weird shit. Yeah. Yeah. So and I remember watching Paranormal Activity in the theater, and like that it was very much like that. It was a little more intense just because like more people were going to the theaters back then, and it was the whole theater. I remember the whole theater was packed, so it was like, you remember? I think they even had like theater reactions for some of the previews.
Yeah, they're showing you right now.
It was literally like that.
Like like literally, like yeah.
Cabinet open.
Yeah.
No, after I watched Paranormal Activity, I legit was like afraid. I slept with the light on. Like I was afraid to go out in like the kitchen by myself because I thought like the freaking cupboards were gonna fly open. Like I would sleep with like the covers wrapped around me, and I'd be afraid that something was gonna like drag me out of the bed. I was like, no.
Yeah.
So
the movies did get overdone a bit.
Yeah.
Eventually, but the first one was, when it first came out, was a good one.
Yeah, first one was good. Yeah. Next I have The Ring, 7 Days. Another movie that scared the living shit out of me.
This movie fucked me up as a kid.
Yeah.
I thought it was dumb.
Yeah, okay, whatever, Eric. You know what? Yeah. Okay. This bitch is getting wild all over my floor.
I think I was like 7 years old, bro. Like, it fucked me up.
Yeah, like the hell? So, the whole synopsis of The Ring, if people haven't seen it, which I feel like most people have seen this, but if you haven't or just need a refresher, you've been traumatized when you saw it last back in 2002. It's a journalist must investigate a mysterious videotape which seems to cause the death of anyone 1 week to the day after they view it. And it's like a weird video. People just find this video is being passed around. They pop it in. It's some weird shit. Some girl brushing their hair. Then obviously the infamous little weirdo coming out of the, not the cellar, the well.
The well.
Out of the well. And then she's walking and starts crawling towards you.
Come out the well, then she come out the TV.
Yeah. And then, next thing you know, you're laying there like,
yeah.
So,
Cindy, your TV's leaking.
That's the thing that fucked me up the most about that movie was the faces. After she got her victims, their faces would be all warped. That shit, I don't know why. That's the shit that stuck with me when I was younger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was like. There's TV coming out of, or no, there's water coming out of your TV, and then she's like, this bitch getting water all over my floor.
Yeah, beats her ass, throwing her across the room and shit.
Scary movie, by the way, was Scary Movie 3, I think. Yeah.
2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, but those are my recommendations. I don't know, Eric, do you have any? Josh?
Eric,
I do, and you took 2 of mine.
Oh.
Yeah, she took mine too.
But I do have a little bit more to say about Paranormal Activity. So, first, I have a couple stories from when I worked at the theater. So when I first saw it, our projectionist didn't turn the lights on after the movie ended, and the movie didn't have any credits. And there was all this,
that's funny
about the movie that it's all real, it's all real footage. It's not it's real people, it's not actors. Like it was so much like going on, and so we watched the movie. All of this happens, and then it just goes black at the end. No credits, just black screen. And you just sit there with that noise for I don't know how long, like 10, 15 minutes until the lights came up. And everyone was just scared and just stood there. Nobody moved because we all expect something was going to happen. And nothing happened. But it was cool. It was a fun experience.
That's funny.
Yeah. And then another story is eye opening weekend. I would have to do theater checks. This was before I was a manager. It was like the first year I worked there. And when I was doing theater checks, there was a person in the back of the auditorium. I was just standing. She was just standing up straight, looking at the screen, didn't move. And like every 5-10 minutes I go check, she was still standing there, didn't move. No one said anything. No one came out to say anything. But she was standing the whole time. Like, what is going on?
I would have said something,
lady?
bro. I would have said something to the manager, but I would turn around and be like, hey, man, you're making us nervous. Sit the fuck down.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. I was nervous. I wasn't in there. I just had to do check. Yeah. It was weird.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
I wonder if they do that in all their movies. Like all the movies they go to see, they purposely pick the back row so they could stand up and watch it.
I don't know. It was weird.
That's wild.
Was she just trying to like copy the lady that be doing that? She just like stands there and like watches like
Maybe she just
her
had
husband sleep.
It had like some crazy marketing, so I wouldn't be surprised if they paid people to go do that in theaters, you know?
Oh, true. They did have crazy marketing. What if she just had really stiff legs?
It could be. I don't know. I didn't ask her. But I was afraid to go up and talk to her. It's like, what are you doing? Well, one of the reasons why I put paranormal on my list is because again with the audio, I'm sure that he spent a lot of money on the audio engineering for that movie.
Yeah, I think that's where most of the budget probably went, huh?
Yeah. As well as for my other movie on the list that wasn't taken. It was the Blair Witch Project.
That's one of mine.
Yeah.
I'll just cut that off my list right now.
Because
I haven't
again,
watched that
like,
one in years. I don't remember anything from that one, honestly.
it was all done with like, 90s like camcorders, like very like crappy footage. But
It's like the found footage film.
yeah, but
Yeah.
all the money went into the audio for that movie. That's why it worked,
That makes sense.
Yeah,
because those old camcorders aren't good with audio.
no, and so that's why I put it on my list. And so with this movie, it's all the audio. The audio is doing a lot of the heavy lifting for the movie and for you and scared. And so that's why I suggest Blair Witch Project.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you took that from me because I feel like you had a better reason for it. Mine was just purely because it was like the found footage film. That's cool though. I didn't know that. It makes a lot of sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for me, Natalie took two of mine and you took one of mine. So I only got two here left. So the first one I have is Talk to Me, which came out pretty recently, 2022. And the reason I had to have it on here because this is another movie that ends like pretty much at its climax.
Yeah.
It has a little bit of a third act, but the third act's like maybe like 4 minutes. It's really short. You know what I mean? So it's another one of those movies where like if it was pretty good. Like I actually kind of like this movie, but it just ends so abruptly that it feels a little unfinished. But it's also a pretty scary movie. And it's also has to do with like supernatural stuff. So I feel like it works for this situation. And then the next movie I have is VHS.
I knew you're gonna say that one.
VHS, just because this is when I think of found footage, I think about this movie all the time. It's not the best movie. It's like an anthology type movie where it has different stories in it. And some of the stories are really cool and interesting, and some of them are kind of whatever. My favorite story is of the little demon lady that they actually bring back to their hotel room. Pretty dope.
She was creepy as hell.
Yeah. If you like found footage films or you like horror films and you haven't seen this movie, I feel like this is one of those movies you just kind of have to check it out for yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the only two I have because you guys took the rest.
Howdy.
No, just kidding. It's okay. Cool. You guys want to move on to the bucket pool movie?
Are we doing fun facts later?
Go ahead and spit off your fun facts, brother.
All right, some fun facts. I managed to get quite a few, even though I didn't have as much time as usually do to get facts together. But so first, Undertone is Ian Tuason.
Tuason, I think.
Tuason.
Yeah.
It's his directorial and writing debut.
Wow.
Yeah. And he originally wrote it as a radio play, but his idea started to change when in 2020 both his parents got sick and he had to be their caretaker.
Oh man.
Yeah. And the film was shot in his childhood home. And
Well, dang.
the actress Nina put her lines on the laptop in case she forgot them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Smart.
Right there in front of her face while they were shooting. After watching the film for the first time, Nina felt a sense of doom and had a nightmare that night.
Oh,
I would too.
And Nina and Adam waited till their first take to hear the audio files.
nice. That's the way to do it.
That's pretty like
Right, I think so.
authentic. Yeah, that's the way
Yeah.
to do it.
And even though Nina was the only person on screen, the conversations were always live with another actor upstairs in a different room.
Nice.
Okay.
And last fact I have is the demon Abazu.
Oh, you should have said it, Eric. You done fucked
Oh,
up
no.
now.
I ain't scared. He's my homeboy. Hey, I have nothing to worry. Lolly's not here. Mom's too old to have babies. I don't have any kids. You
True.
don't want me. Abazu wants nothing with me.
Little do you know, Eric, you're pregnant.
Anyway. So the demon Abazu is often depicted with snake-like hair or fish features. That was interesting. I wanted to
Why
get more on there,
fish?
but I didn't have a lot of time. Figure.
I wonder why fish.
I don't know. I thought it was interesting though.
That's cool.
I don't know, like when they had said the
Yeah.
name, I was like, why does this sound like familiar? I feel like I know this like whatever you want to call it, deity or
I
like
kept-
entity.
Yeah, I kept forgetting the name afterwards, and I kept calling it the Babadook.
Oh my god. I was there trying to make Josh like a protein shake, and he just comes out like super quiet. Because Josh can be pretty quiet sometimes. He'll just like, he walked out the room and he was like,
Sometimes.
and I was like, stop, because I freaking hate that movie. I've only like little snippets of the Babadook, and that movie like creeped me out, man. It's like Babadook, whatever. And Josh,
I've never
Yeah.
seen it.
I was like, damn it, like.
Yeah. Eric, when you were saying that it was all made in his childhood home, I'm guessing that's also probably to the place where he had to take care of his parents.
That
got
is where he
sick.
had to take care of his parents. Yeah.
I'm also guessing that's where the room where he had to take care of his parents was where they put the mom.
He didn't say that, but that would be my assumption. Yeah.
That's
Dang,
creepy.
that makes it a lot more. That makes it a lot more personal, a lot more scary.
Mm-hmm.
Are his parents okay? Do you know that?
You know, he didn't say anything about that. I just know they were sick and he had to take care of them. I'm assuming that they have since passed away, but
Dang.
he didn't say
That's
anything. It
pretty
was
sad.
not in the interviews I watched.
That's pretty sad. Now I'm also curious too. Spoilers here, people, but at the end when the screen goes black and you don't really hear what happens, it sounds like the mom fell down the stairs, which doesn't make a lot of sense, to be quite honest. Because it seemed like the mom like walked backwards the screen went black, and then you hear like a dum, 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 dum. And then she's like, "Mom, what did you do?" You know, and so it seems like the mom died. But like I was telling Natalie after the movie, I was like, you would think she would be the one that dies. You would think the mom would like push her down the stairs. Like maybe the mom got possessed by Abazu, or is it Abazu?
Yeah. Abazu, I think.
Abazu. You would think the mom would get possessed by Abazu. Abazu would kill her because she has the baby inside of her, and then that would be how it ended. But it didn't. It seemed like the mom died, and I wonder if that was also a more of a personal choice, maybe to more of what happened in his personal life. Not necessarily they found on the stairs, but maybe they passed. You know.
I don't know.
I'm curious.
Yeah, I found that interesting too.
Yeah. Cool. Good facts, brother. Also, too, something I don't think you mentioned, but I saw that the budget was $500,000.
Yeah, it was pretty cheap.
$500,000, which I think it's funny that's like cheap now. That's like low budget now. Yeah, that's like indie but low budget. Because like I don't know, when you think about like Evil Dead, right? And Sam Raimi making that movie for like $30,000 or something like that, or I forget how much it was.
Yeah.
But it was like significantly cheaper than $500,000. You know what I mean?
Well, you got to take into effect, what is it, inflation? But
yeah, but I don't think it's inflated that much. But yeah, I mean, obviously, then the quality obviously is a lot different now, and requires a lot more. Than things in the film industry are different. Like marketing's way different now. I don't think Evil Dead got marketed, or advertised. You know,
but that shit was banned. Like,
yeah, you know,
yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's interesting that's like considered low budget right now. And I'm curious too. I'm assuming a lot of that money went to the audio equipment, the audio engineering, and the marketing. Because I did see this movie kind of everywhere, and I feel like that's why our theater was actually not necessarily packed, but it was more people there than there normally are opening weekends, I think.
Yeah.
Because Natalie and I we go every week. I mean, you go every week too, Eric, right? But very rarely do we see like the theater actually like kind of packed.
My theater is pretty empty. There was like at least one person in every row.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, ours was like we had a lot of like people like in the back, like behind us. I feel like
there was a lot of people in our theater.
Yeah, it was just as much as like
a lot
Scream.
Of younger kids, actually.
Yeah, was it like the same amount of Scream or more?
I think Scream had more, maybe.
Yeah. But yeah.
Let's now move on to the bucket pool movie from last week. Last week we reached into Galactus, that beautiful head of Galactus that Eric is petting over there. And we pulled out the movie Dial M for Murder. It came out in 1954, has a PG rating, which I think is interesting, and it has a runtime of 1 hour and 45 minutes. It is directed by the legend Alfred Hitchcock. It is written by Frederick Knott, and it stars Ray Milland, Grace Kelly, Robert Cummings. Yep. Natalia, you go first. What do you think of this movie?
I liked it. Yeah. It's been a while, I guess. That was the last time since we watched it. I don't know. I think we watched another like older film, right? Did we watch another Alfred Hitchcock movie before this?
Rope.
Right?
We watched
Rope. Yeah, Rope. Yeah, Rope. That was pretty good. Well, this one was cool. Basically, a London playboy plots the perfect murder of his rich, unfaithful wife. Da da da.
Dun, dun, dun,
But it was good. It honestly kept me guessing. I gotta hand it to the main character. He was just like a little weasel. Like, Alfred was a smooth criminal, man. Like, I feel like anytime like I'm like I think they're onto him, you know, that baby onto him. He just kept like just finagling his way, but it was good. Classic thriller. I know back then that was like considered like, you know, scary for people back then. It wasn't even like, I wouldn't even consider it like a horror, more like a thriller, which is always fun.
Yeah.
Another reason why I like this film a lot is it kind of gives you almost like stage play vibes, and that's what I really like about old classic movies like this, you know, and it makes you feel like you're tuning into like, you know, live radio plays. Remember they used to do that back then before you couldn't even watch the TV, you just listen to it on the radio. So it gives those vibes, or on top of just like actually sitting there like in the theater watching it unfold. So that's what I honestly really liked about it. The music was good. It really did kind of like keep you like on your toes, and then obviously you can't help but like root for the wife, even though she was kind of a low key trifling. But I couldn't help but like root for her. Felt so bad for her because she was getting like manipulated out the ass by this guy.
For real.
Yeah, like I felt so bad for her. Like, you don't see the bruises on my neck, and he's just like, yeah, fuck off. Like,
you could have done that yourself.
You could have done that yourself. I'm like, oh yeah, like she's out here like, like just choking herself. Yeah. Like, yeah. But no, it was good. It had like good pacing, good dialogue, like good just like back and forth, like between like bouncing back. It was like witty and clever, and you know, good classic finale or like, you know, climax of the film too. So yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about this film. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
I liked it. I told Josh earlier, like so far, like I had never seen a Hitchcock movie before until like a year ago when I watched Rear Window, and every movie I've seen of his since, all great. I'm a huge fan now. Like, but to your point that it was like a play, I want to say in the opening credits that it said it was based off a play.
Oh,
that makes sense.
I missed that part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Makes sense. Makes sense. It was like felt like extra theatrical.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to say, it's fitting that we pulled this movie when we're doing Undertone, because with the exception of North by Northwest, all of Hitchcock's films that I've seen so far all take place basically in like one setting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really cool.
That's true.
And the fact that he's able to build suspense with just like one setting in each of these movies is really cool, and he's a very talented filmmaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also had some cool like camera work in this too, like when he's planning the murder with the guy that he hires, and you like go from like room to room, and he's like explaining what they're going to do and how they're going to do it.
Yeah.
I thought it was all really good. It's very well made. Yeah, I like it. Hitchcock has not missed yet for me.
Yeah.
What you think, Josh?
I agree. This movie was very cool. It was very good. It was very well put together, well made. Alfred Hitchcock is a master, yo. Like he keeps you reeled in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I had a great time with this movie. Natalie and I watched together. We had a good time. I don't know what else to say about it that you guys haven't already said, to be quite honest. Yeah. The guy, the main dude was like, as Kendrick Lamar would say, a master manipulator. It was wild. All the blackmailing, all the lying, and all the kind of twists and turns until all the way up until the very end, pretty much. But yeah, it was really good. There was a shot in it that I really liked too. There's a part in the beginning where when he's blackmailing the guy, the main guy, he wants to hire to his wife, right?
Yeah.
Before he decides to take the deal, and as he's explaining to him, right before he starts to explain to him that he's about to blackmail him, pretty much, there's a shot where the camera's kind of behind the murder for hire guy, and it's behind this lamp, right? And the lamp is dividing the two of them. It's in between both of them. And I've seen shots like this all the time where they purposely will use like a light pole or some kind of vertical structure to create like a division between a character and the other character, right? And so in this case, it was the lamp. And then it wasn't until he starts to kind of reveal his blackmail plan to him that the camera kind of slowly moves around that lamp, and it takes the division away from them. So that was cool. But yeah, I don't have much to say about it. Other as far as I feel like you guys said everything. It was really cool.
I definitely did feel bad for the wife, and even though she was cheating, I think she told the other guy like they need to stop, and that her husband had changed and things were better, and it seemed like she was legit like trying to make things work. But her husband, I guess, had other plans that he did not care.
No. I was rooting for the Sancho, the side piece. Her side guy. I was rooting for him. Because he actually seemed like he actually really cared about her. Yeah. And then here, her freaking husband, a little fuck ass little ex tennis player, like, fuck you. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, trying to take her money.
I know. At one point, I don't know, what scene was it though? At one point, Josh was laughing because I was literally like this. I was watching it and I was like, locked in. Yeah, and Josh was like,
I think it was around the part where the detective came back and he started, and the homeboy was like, the Sancho was like hiding in the room and he found the suitcase.
Yeah, that part. Josh was like, are you getting triggered? I was just like, yes.
Yeah.
No, this is a good, solid movie. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right. I guess we move on then. It was a good movie, guys. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Go watch it.
Go check it out.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Alfred Hitchcock, don't miss. All right, let's pull from the bucket then.
All right. I want to say Brandon added this one.
Oh no.
It's What's Inside. The horror movie.
I'll tell you what's inside.
It's called It's What's Inside or just What's Inside?
It's What's Inside.
It's
All
What's
right,
Inside.
now I gotta look it up. It's What's Inside.
2024.
2024. A group of friends gather for a pre-wedding party that descends into an existential nightmare when a strange friend arrives with a mysterious game that awakens long-hidden secrets, desires, and grudges. Dun dun dun.
I remember I think I actually remembered. I'll watch this just because Gavin Leatherwood is in it.
I don't know
Who
who
is
that
that?
He's the hot guy from The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Oh,
Oh,
the hot one.
Nicholas Scratch.
well, you know what? I'm gonna watch it just because.
Haley Kenna Lautenbacher, that one.
What? I'm gonna watch it just because of Brittany O'Grady is in it. How you like that?
I don't even know who that
I don't
is.
know who that is.
She was in White Lotus. She's the one of the few looking ethnic people in this movie.
She has some crazy eyebrows. She's like, she's pretty though. She's like,
Yeah.
she has
very
an
pretty.
interesting face. Yeah.
All right.
All right, Brandon. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like shit, bro. I don't want to watch it, but.
I remember seeing the trailer. I thought it looked interesting.
No, it looks interesting. It looks interesting. I like the concept actually.
Yeah.
And it's a horror comedy, which I like horror comedies. So yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a whodunit. I like whodunits.
Yes. You like a good old whodunit.
All right, cool. Let's move on. Are we on final thoughts?
Yeah, unless you want to do what we've been watching, but I haven't watched anything.
Let's do what we've been watching.
All right.
Natalie, what have you been watching? What have you been watching?
What have I been watching? Like by myself. I always be like by myself. You know what I mean? By myself. Nothing new. I feel like I've been watching the same anime. Oh, I did finally finish Samurai Champloo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, how's that?
So good. Y'all gotta watch
So
it. If
good.
y'all haven't watched Samurai Champloo, or if you started and haven't finished it like I initially did, finish it. It's really good.
Samurai Champloo.
Samurai Champloo is great. I watched the first episode of Afro Samurai. It was pretty cool, pretty dope.
Awesome.
It's only like 5 episodes. I'm gonna
Yeah, I
obviously
know.
finish it. Yeah.
Took me years to finish it.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I watched like the first 2 episodes and then never watched the rest for like almost 20 years probably.
Jeez, I love
That's
that
crazy. Yeah.
show. So cool.
I do have like a to be started. Like I do actually want to watch Yu Hakusho because I've only seen like random episodes here and there whenever Josh works out. Puts on
Great
the
show.
Dark Tournament area.
Also what I need to finish. I got
good.
through the Dark Tournament and I got a little past that, but fuck.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching, as far as live action shows, I am watching True Blood.
So you say something about that.
This shit is fucking trash, bro. Okay, I'm sorry.
But they got
I
like
watched-
Flare Panthers or something like that, right?
Do
They
they?
have a whole bunch of stuff because it's based off a book series. I remember reading the
Yeah.
first like 2 books, and I'm like, okay, this is like very freaked out for like high school. This is the high school book.
Isn't it like
Okay.
a really long like running book series too?
Yeah, I haven't finished it.
Yeah.
Like I have only like yeah. First of all, what kind of vampire name is Bill?
I would name a vampire Bill.
And I don't like the
Twins
teeth.
William.
The teeth are like right here, so they're like, and they're like these like
Yeah.
hillbilly backwood vampires, and the main character's name is Suke, and I'm like, please be fucking real, bro.
He talks like that.
Yeah, he calls her Suke.
Josh, do
Really,
you know
the
who
only
watched True Blood?
Who?
Carlos.
Really?
Yeah, he was
He,
dating Emily. I think she liked it and he would watch it with her, but he tried to suggest it to me once.
he probably only watched it for the sex scenes. There's a lot of sex scenes in it.
Oh my god!
That's what I've heard,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot.
And they're ridiculous, yo.
It's
The
I saw-
Showtime show, right?
it's
maybe
HBO Max.
I walked by as Natalie was watching it, and one of the sex scenes was on, and it was so ridiculous. They're like bouncing up and down. They're like, "Ah! Ah!" And I'm like, what is this?
I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
Anna
I'm
Paquin, right?
sorry.
Who?
Yeah, Anna
Anna
Paquin.
Paquin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the main character, Rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Yeah, Rogue.
cannot unsee her.
Rogue, yeah.
I'm like, Rogue, baby girl, what you doing?
What
are you
Put
doing?
your clothes back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. Oh yeah, she's where your clothes at? Like, yeah, I'm not trying to like just yap too much about this, whatever. I know you guys need to get to what you guys are watching,
That's
but like,
okay.
I'm sorry, ladies,
Yeah, you're good, baby.
ladies, and gents and the and the gays. Like, I'm sorry, like it is really hard to watch this. Like, I'm about to just put on the originals. I would rather watch Teen Wolf than
Like the
True Blood
MTV
right
Teen
now.
Wolf?
Yes, with my baby Dylan O'Brien. Then watch. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like it's the only thing keeping me going right now is this main character. One of the side characters' name is Lafayette. I'm getting a brain fart on the actor. He passed away actually a couple years ago, or I think like almost 10 years ago already. But he's great. He's like a witch, like a warlock, and he's a sassy gay black
Okay.
man. I love him down. He is literally the only thing keeping me interested in the show. I believe Alex Skarsgård is in it now. He's gonna be coming. They're like hinting at him. I know some of the characters in the show already, so I have an idea. And then Joe Manganiello, whatever his name is, he was married to Sofia Vergara, big buff guy. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for him to go on the screen. That's it. Like, nothing else going for me with this.
He's the one that has the magic mic scene in the gas station, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's all like dancing and like,
Yeah.
yeah, that guy. Yeah.
He was Flash Thompson in
Oh.
Maguire Spider-Man.
Yes,
That's
he was.
right.
Yes,
That's right,
he was. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm sorry, ladies. Everyone's like, oh my god, Natalie, you love vampires. You gotta watch this show. You gotta watch this show. And I'm just like, I don't like it.
She's like, I don't love these vampires.
No, I don't. Like, they're so gross. They're so gross, and they're like just so
That's
like.
funny.
I don't know. Too much, darling. Anyways, next.
I finished The White Lotus, at least the first season. I didn't finish it. There's like multiple seasons. I finished the first season, and it was cool. It was good. It wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be. Like I feel like for a second, a lot of people were talking about this show, and it seemed like it was like, I don't know, trendy, right? So I was like, let me check this out, and it is funny. It is interesting. I think it touches on something that needs to be touched on as far as America
Rich
goes.
people and their problems.
Well, it touches on white guilt. It touches on white guilt, right? And it mainly because like it involves a bunch of rich entitled white people on vacation, kind of being disconnected from and kind of blinded to what's actually happening around them. And it's created and directed by like one of the whitest guys you've ever seen ever. He is I recognized him from School of Rock. So in School of Rock, the boyfriend, the real Ned, the guy that Jack Black takes his identity to go be a substitute, the real Ned, he's him. He's the guy that made it and directed it and stuff. But yeah, so very, very white dude, kind of touching on this whole idea of white guilt. And there's a couple conversations throughout the show where they actually kind of talk about it, whether or not it's like something that's they should be something that like colonizing, right? Whether or not it's something they should feel guilty about, something they should be chastised for, even though it wasn't them that did it, it was their ancestors. You know, it was like it touches on things like that, and I think it does a really good job at it. To be quite honest, at first I was like, this show's about just this guy talking about how guilty he feels for being white, you know. But then I watched the whole thing and I was like, actually, he had something interesting. He had something interesting to say about it, so it was cool.
Oh,
I don't know.
sorry.
Whoa, go for it.
I'm sorry. I forgot about the Righteous Gemstones.
Love that show.
Suck.
Natalie, stop.
I love it. I love
I
that
just
show
started
so
watching
much.
the first 3 episodes. It's fucking hilarious. It's obviously white privilege mixed with like, you know, billionaire evangelists who would just make a killing off of us. It's great. I love it so far. We're going to continue watching it. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
Eric.
You're
Continue.
good, Barry.
Yeah.
No, I like that. That was such a good show.
Yeah. It's very funny so far.
That first episode, first scene with them baptizing people was in China.
Korea, I think, right?
In the wave
China?
pool.
I was trying to
Yeah, the wave pool, yeah.
Oh my god. Ridiculous. Like
That's just so funny, yeah.
yeah. And the guy's friend, the guy from Pitch Perfect, I forget his name. But his like friend that's like a like his friend used to be like a Satanist. He has like the 666
Satanist.
kind of.
Yeah.
He's obviously very like homosexual. Like
You need to keep watching.
It's so funny, yeah.
yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's good.
Great show.
Sorry, yeah.
All right, let's move on to final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
You guys have any final thoughts about this movie, Undertone?
Do you think anything happened to her friend on the other end?
I don't know. I was wondering that too because he's not pregnant, right? I don't know if he hasn't.
Sound like something happened to him.
But it does sound like shit was happening to him. So like, I am curious to know more about the lore of this Apazu person, demon character, because like it seemed like it possessed her mom, then killed her mom, but her mom wasn't pregnant. You know what I mean? And then the other guy got attacked. You know, so what is Apazu really doing? You know what I mean? I thought it was supposed to be going after the pregnant ladies.
I mean, I don't know. It's obvious she killed that couple, you know. So like, I don't know. She's just like a chaos entity as well. So I mean, I don't know whoever is affiliated. affiliated.
And making the
says,
baby.
and says her name over and over enough, she's gonna come and comes a reckoning and gonna get you. So yeah,
Right.
yeah, I don't know.
Who do you think would have sent the email with the audio files?
I don't know, but I was about to ask you guys. Do you guys think that the nurse set her up a bit?
The nurse.
The nurse that was working on her mom. You never see her, but you hear her voice. She's talking to her about the death rattle.
Yeah.
So before that lady showed up, we don't see the little statue at all. After she leaves is when she finds the little statue. And so and the audio clips it said that someone not the audio clips, during the phone calls, right when people are calling in, somebody called in and said that some lady that they used to live by, she was, I forget how it went down, but it was something like she was passing the curse on to people, or trying to get to people that were like having babies, or people that were pregnant. She was like trying to kill, set them up. She's kill their babies.
Servant of Abazu.
In a way, yeah. She was like, they're like trying to pass the curse on in a way,
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'd have to rewatch them to really fully put that thought together, but it was something like that. Yeah. Also, too, I will say there were a couple shots in this movie that I really liked as well. There's a lot of shots when it comes to composition, right? Normally, and I've talked to you about this a little bit, baby, but so when it comes to composition, when you have someone in a frame, right? If they're facing a certain direction, you want them facing into the frame, right? Because then naturally we're going to look at whatever they're looking at. Yeah. But if you have them set up like this, now they're looking outside the frame, and the only thing that's left is what's behind me. So now you're wondering if something's going to come up from behind me and attack, if you're supposed to be looking this way instead of at me, right?
Yeah,
and this movie had a lot of shots like that. So it made it seem like whatever was upstairs or whatever was going to at some point come down and get her. You know what I mean? It kind of left this overwhelming sense of doom for her.
Yeah. I constantly kept anytime it would do that, I'd be like, there's something there.
Yeah, anytime the camera would move, I'd be like, oh, something's coming. I see some.
Speaking of the camera moving, this dude loved the pan. He loved the pan. He was panning the entire house.
Yeah.
What the Dutch angle? I feel the more he did it, the crazier and crazier shit got. It was first it was doo, and then doo like that, and then and then by then everything's going crazy. Freaking
the Dutchier the angle, the crazier it got.
Pasta Dutchie, yeah, it was. Yeah, and then the overstimulating, homegirl kept freaking eating some shit. Yeah. Troy Polamalu. I was like, oh my god, enough. I was like, look.
Speaking of the Dutch angle, there was a shot where it went full Dutch angle, completely turned, right? Which at that point I'm not sure if it's considered a Dutch angle, because now it's not at an angle, it's just completely turned, right?
Upside down.
But no, it had her vertical in the frame, but obviously for us it's landscape, right? So so she's sideways, right? For us viewing her, but when it did that, it really isolated her, and it was when she was gonna go check up on her mom for something, and so I think it was towards the end, right? She was checking up on her mom, or maybe when her mom was saying the prayer, I forget. At some point she was checking up on her mom. The camera turned completely, and it really isolated her, so you couldn't see what was behind her, and you couldn't see what was in front of her at all. And I thought that was really cool. I don't think I've ever really seen anybody do that before.
That was creepy. Yeah. Yeah, I think literally with the last 40 minutes of the movie, I was just like this, just plugging my ears constantly, because yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. It was creepy. Good creepy movie.
I like the use of the lullabies.
Yeah,
Nursery
because
rhymes.
nursery rhymes are weird.
And I like in those and like whole like children's stories. And this movie suggests that it's to warn kids that adults are kind of shady, may not be trustworthy. But
Yeah.
they're typically were created to warn children, to teach some kind of lesson. But is there a nursery rhyme or a child story that you always thought was kind of weird or creepy?
Ring Around the Rosie always I thought was weird, and then I found out it really was weird. And I was like, okay.
Isabel hates that one. She doesn't let anyone sing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is. It's like ashes, ashes, we all fall down. I'm like,
it's about the Black Plague.
yeah. Pocket full of posies to keep the smell away. I'm like, weird.
But isn't the posies what the plague doctors would put in their nose or something as well? Or am I tripping?
Could be. Not
Yeah,
stuff.
because the cone, the beak of the plague doctor mask is meant to be like a filter for the air. They would put like herbs and stuff in that beak so they would filter out the air so they wouldn't breathe in whatever contagion was out there.
Yeah, or just also the smell of like just rotting things, so to make it smell better, I guess too. Yeah, so
maybe I forget.
Yeah, but the London Bridge, kind of really, I never cared for that one. What is it? Humpty Dumpty, I'm like, man, that's like crazy.
I just felt bad for that motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah, like, okay. There's a few.
Nightmare on Elm Street made me freaked out by the 1-2 buckle my shoe. Was it 1-2 buckle my shoe? And then because they're playing that double dutch or whatever, and the girls are singing.
They're like 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. I forget.
Yeah.
1, 2, buckle my shoe.
So anytime somebody would say that, it freaked me out, bro. Like, no, don't buckle the fucking shoe.
Freddy's coming.
He's like, his entire shoe.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, we kind of said this before, but she was really insufferable with her skepticism.
Yeah.
I don't know, like she's all like, oh, it's a coincidence, or she was just like, I swear she was just like making shit up as she went. She was like, infrared lights, or just like electricity waves. Coincidence.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a coincidence that you're hearing a freaking, I can't even say this on live, but thumping sounds of someone being unalived. And at the same time, you're hearing the same thumping sounds in your house, and you'd be like, "Oh, it's the pipes. It's the old house." Where was?
Yeah, that sounds like pipes for sure, dude. The fuck.
Like, okay, lady.
If I was her friend, I'd be fucking shitting on her. So we would be fighting if I was her friend. I'm like, bro, are you fucking for real?
She's like, they obviously just want attention, and I'm like, girl, you freaking Babadook was literally. Mama, a girl behind you. Literally, someone was behind you, and then you're looking over your shoulder. Like,
I also thought it was really interesting too that the whole movie was about Babazu, whatever the fuck the demon's name was.
Zazu,
yeah. It was about killing babies, and meanwhile she finds out she's pregnant, and then she just starts drinking alcohol. I was like, bro, she went to a party. Who knows if she went and drank there? I'm assuming she did because she came back. She started drinking at the house too. And I was like, dude, this lady's trying to fuck up her baby, bro.
Yeah, and then her friend is like,
she might as well be Abzu.
Yeah, and then her friend's like, Abby, are you drinking? And she's like, no.
Nah.
Liar.
But do you think she's intentionally trying to mess up her baby or kill her baby because she feels guilty about how she mistreated her mother, and so she doesn't want that to happen to her with her child?
Maybe.
I don't think that's at all justified. Maybe it's maybe it's her thought process, but I think it'd be pretty stupid if it was. But I think it was mostly just because she didn't want to have the baby. And maybe perhaps she didn't want to have the baby because, like you said, she didn't want to have that relationship with her baby the way she had a relationship with her mom. But to be honest, it didn't even sound like her relationship with her mom was even all that bad. She was like, "Oh yeah, I stopped praying with her." Okay.
Like, I'll pray for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Mother
bro.
was praying to Abazu, apparently.
Yeah, I know. I was like the creepiest picture of Mary I'd ever seen. Like, I was like, ooh.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Ooh. So, like,
That little
Catholicism is
statue was
creepy.
weird.
That little statue
Yeah.
was weird.
Yeah, the
I was like,
children
what the
like
hell is
crawling all
that?
over her. Her mouth is
I know,
open.
the mouth is open. It's like, oh,
I bet you that's something they're gonna sell in the A24 shop.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not buying-
probably.
I was like,
Josh
maybe
was
can I
Put it
buy
on
it?
your dashboard.
No, the fuck?
I can't buy it.
Josh wanted to buy like the hand from like freaking
Talk to Me?
and
Talk
I
to
was
Me?
like, absolutely
Good.
not. Like,
Do it.
It's cool.
You know what would have been a good recommendation for this one?
So,
Stay Alive.
oh, the video game one?
The video game one. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, that one was cool. I actually like that movie.
I thought it was a fun movie.
Yeah,
Frankie Muniz.
I know it didn't do very well when it came out, but I liked it. Whenever it was on TV, I would watch it.
Same.
All right, cool. You guys got anything else for Undertone?
I do not.
no.
All right, I don't think I do either. So
I was like, just know if we're ever doing a podcast and some weird shit happens, I'm out. Don't be inviting me ever again.
Let me know if you ever see anything in the background moving around.
I know, I'm over here like this, and I'm like being like paranoid. I don't know if you guys noticed, I've been like looking at like at the closet. Because I'm like, I already told y'all, I don't like Arya's room, bro. I don't fucking like this room. I do not like this room. I'm telling you.
she's locked in there right now. I locked her in.
I know, and I'm like, let me out! Like, yeah.
Did you guys at all feel like it was familiar territory when they're getting ready to record the podcast? Like they're like, all right, I'm now recording. Like
Into character.
Yeah, get into
back in
character. Get a little drink.
We don't have
Get a little
characters.
drinky
We're
drink.
just ourselves. So it's like,
Yeah. Get your little drink of water, your drink of tea, or clearly your freaking drink of Jameson. Drink of choice. Yeah.
That's what I'm drinking every time.
yeah, Eric's super drunk. He's
Off fruit
blitzed,
punch.
y'all. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right.
You have any final thoughts? I don't know.
I was just gonna ask you guys felt like it was familiar territory
Yeah.
with the whole podcast thing. I was gonna say something about last episode, because you were saying that you're looking around, but when Alexa went off, Eric, remember?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it freaked me the fuck out.
Girl, she's been like listening more lately. Like we'll just be talking and then she's just like, oh, like, well, if you want to talk about this, and then now her voice is like more human, and I'm like, bitch, stop talking to me.
I like it.
I don't. I know Josh is like, it's my other girlfriend. I'm like, I used to shut up,
Josh is
bitch. Like,
freaking Joaquin
stupid.
Phoenix.
Yeah,
Gun.
I've been playing with her. I don't think she wants me though. I think she rejected me the other day. I asked her out, and she said that she couldn't go.
She's like, I can be your friend on a rainy day or some dumb shit,
wow,
like
did
she
I
always
just get
says.
friend zoned by the AI.
Yeah, you did.
Dang. On your computer?
Yeah. Yep. Now I feel extra ugly. Anyways, that was the Cinema Rolls podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Go check this movie out. I think it's pretty cool. It was, like I said, a fun theater watch. So take some people with you. And we love you guys. Write down in the comments if you made it this far. Write down in the comments. I should really tell people this in the beginning of the episode because nobody ever makes it this far. But write down in the comments a movie you guys want us to watch, whether or not you guys like this movie, and whether or not you think Eric is a beautiful man. You can write down in the comments. So let us know. And we love you guys.
Thanks. Bye.